Today, there's a portion of the internet that is hurt because of how my Magwell looks. And then there's the other part that's curious. And then I guess the other part doesn't care. AKA day 86, dry fire. That is what my Magwell looks like. Why? Two things here I want you to be aware of. One, whenever you're new into something, I always advise, practice everything in isolation. So let's say the thing you're trying to learn has got 3 moves. Practice one move on its own, practice the second move on its own, practice the third move on its own. Then practice move 1 and 2 together, and then on its own, and then practice 2 and 3 together on their own. Once these are perfect, then you can combine the whole move. Why? Because after here, you're gonna go faster, obviously. So the faster and faster and faster you go, you're gonna make a mistake. Wherever you're making that particular mistake, let's say it's move 2, you're making a mistake there. Well, whenever you're practicing now to correct it, you don't have to practice the whole move to try and correct only part 2 of it. So you only practice the second part. Second thing here, there is match pace and practice pace. Practice pace must always be fast, 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 fast. And I don't practice fast every day. Go look at the previous video when I'm explaining what do I do Monday to Friday. There is a day. On that day, I'm practicing to go fast as hell, which is why my Magwell looks like that. At least you can give me the trying award. I've been trying. So some people have been saying it looks like I gave my gun to the dog to chew. So how do I practice to try and up my game, to try and up the understanding of match pace going faster and faster and faster by increasing that practice pace in order to increase my benchmark of match pace? I hope there's not too much repetition. But the idea is this: it doesn't matter where the magazine is coming from. It can come from concealed carry, it can come from here. All I'm trying to do is make sure that it goes into my hand like that, my index finger. That's all I'm doing. Doesn't matter where it's coming from. So now, here comes the idea. Whenever I'm doing my reload, firstly, I'll have to get rid of the magazine. Whenever I have to get rid of the magazine, my thumb cannot reach the magazine button. So I'll have to shuffle the gun like that, and then so I'm able to get there. Immediately after I get it out, I have to shuffle back to make sure that I'm ready to receive the magazine, right? So now there are 4 parts that are very important to a magazine change. One, doesn't matter whether the magazine is coming from, it's your index finger making sure that it's facing the right way, because first thing is inserting. Second thing is this, listen, that's seating, listening out for that click if you hear it, but that's the second part. Third part is getting your grip back on. Then the fourth part is back on target. So now, when I'm practicing it, it doesn't matter where the magazine is coming from. I'm just practicing that. You see what happens? That's exactly what happens. Because even now, I'm not looking. You see what happens? That is why my magazine looks the way it does. Because I have to learn to reload in different positions, in different understandings, is how I practice. Because then again, I'm gonna need to reload while I'm moving. So I'll practice doing the connected. Seek falls. I practice for perfection and for my mistakes. You saw that? Got a magazine out, ready to go. The other thing is, because I practice for my mistake, let's say I run out of rounds. Bang, 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 I'm leaned over completely. Bang, 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 I run out of rounds because I made a mistake, I didn't count. Or maybe I have a malfunction. Am I able from here to reload and get back onto the fight? Yes, so I practice all of those. That is why my Magwell looks like that. I have to practice going to the right. I have to practice going to the left, which is very difficult because then I might break the 180. So I have to practice. So I am not necessarily gently putting it in. As you can hear, it's going in the kutlu, kutlu, kutlu. That's why my Magwell looks like that. I don't know what this video is about, but I hope I've answered what I don't understand what the question is. Happy dry fire and love life.